What's going on, everyone? I'm your host, Tyler Crux, and we're back with another episode of Marvel Ultimate Alliance. And this episode will probably sound a bit weird audio-wise, just because um, OBS just had like an update, so I'm going to try and get slightly used to it. So I apologize if the audio is a bit weirder than usual. Hopefully it's a little better. I don't know. I'm having a hard time because I can slightly hear myself. Like, I don't know. It's slightly dissipated. It's also, I hate how I sound in recordings. But yeah, in the last episode, what we did was, Wolverine. What did we do? Yes, we did all of the Act 1 comic missions. So all the Act 1 comic missions have a gold. And I'm just going to look through this one more time because I swear if I do not have a gold and everything, I'm going to cry. Okay, I have a gold and everything. Took me so long. But in this episode, it's time for us to get started with Act 2. So let's talk to Wyatt.
Hi, what's new?
Take us to the new headquarters, Wyatt.
He's awake! Seal the castle! Now!
An God, mein Freund.
Get him to the
Almost
lab
escaped.
immediately.
Almost.
Greetings, my friends, and welcome to my home, the Sanctum Sanctorum. I realize an aging townhouse in Greenwich Village doesn't quite match the opulence of Stark Tower, but I think you'll find it comfortable. The rest of our team has already moved in. I would suggest you talk to Colonel Fury first. He has information concerning our next mission.
Alright. So let us take a moment. Use the Gem of Oshtor. Yeah, I remember whenever I was a kid. I remember there was an option that we have to make during this mission. Or not this mission. 2 missions from now. I think. I think it's 2 missions from now. It's in this act. Yeah, I never kind of knew if the choice I made was a good option or not. Be it I don't fully remember the option. Well, I remember the choices I have to make, I just don't fully remember which one I chose. And I'm unsure if we will be doing, if I'll be showing both choices to get both. Oh, wait, no, I'd have to play through the game an entirely second time. Go to foyer. Yeah, before we do the
Team,
next...
welcome to our new headquarters, the home of Dr. Stephen Strange. We moved because now that Loki's involved, we're gonna need magic. And there's no better place on Earth for magic than the Sanctum Sanctorum.
Has there been any word on the kidnapping of Nightcrawler or Jean Grey?
Professor Xavier has located one of his X-Men in Doctor Doom's castle. That means Latveria is your next stop. For more info, talk to Black Widow. You're free to explore your new HQ, but when you're ready to start the mission, use the Orb of Teleportation near Wong.
Gotcha. So that's the Orb of Teleportation. Select to Wong.
Hello, I am Wong, Doctor Strange's assistant.
What's the Orb of Teleportation?
It is a mystical device recently created by Doctor Strange. It aids him in reaching the dark dimension where his friend Cleo resides.
Ah,
Not at all. Once I have attuned it to the proper location, you may use it anytime you like.
cool.
This
What was this
is
place?
the Sanctum Sanctorum. It is built upon a focal point for supernatural energies, and is the home of my teacher, Doctor Strange.
What goes on here?
This is where Doctor Strange conducts various experiments into the mystical world. It also houses his vast collection of occult objects. It was no trouble at all.
Who is it that disturbs my meditation? I see my student, Dr. Strange, has allied himself with an impressive group of individuals.
You're the Ancient One, Doctor Strange's teacher. I completely forgot I had my mic muted.
Correct. And no doubt, there must be grave danger in the world for one such as you to have banded together. Tell Doctor Strange that his master shall keep a watchful eye on the situation.
We will, thank you, Ancient One. Striking upgrade. Statue of Nightmare. There's a good amount of stuff in this area that use strange mission review. Ah, okay. That goes the sanctuary. Here's the training simulator. Crystal of Hagath. Strange trivia. Ooh, actually, we should probably go back to Act 1 now that I think about it. Professor X.
The Masters of Evil recently abducted two of my X-Men, Jean Grey and Nightcrawler. Colonel Fury has placed a priority on saving them. Apparently, he feels that by locating the wayward X-Men, you will also uncover the headquarters of the Masters of Evil.
Okay. Have you had any luck finding your people?
Yes, with the aid of Cerebro, I've discovered Nightcrawler is in Latveria.
I apologize. That's the country Dr. Doom rules.
Nightcrawler's location really comes as no surprise, although I must admit I'm puzzled as to why Jean isn't with him. But there's no time to hesitate. To get to Latveria, use Doctor Strange's Orb of Teleportation. It will send you there instantly. Of course.
Well, do a full talk to him in a second. Let's see, I need this one. There is a good amount of stuff in this area. We got the striking upgrade, but there's a couple things in Doctor Strange's room, as well as should probably do the trivia stuff. But let's go to the shield access point. Let's change the team up a bit. This is a temporary change.
Doctor Strange.
Time to kick some bad guy booty.
Should probably talk to Vision also.
I wonder if I could impose on you to locate the book entitled A History of the Arcane. Wong said it would be located somewhere in this house. You're welcome.
Thanks. Okay. Eh. To find the Book of the Arcane. Pick up. Let's see. Anything else in Doctor Strange's room? No. Go upstairs.
Greetings, humans. I am Clea, Sorceress Supreme of the Dark Dimension and friend to Doctor Strange.
Can we look around here?
Yes, but be wary. This is where Doctor Strange stores arcane objects. Most are harmless, but some could prove quite dangerous.
Hey, that name you gave me, CB Sobolski, was perfect.
He was able to help you?
Yeah, he said all I need was a shield security module. Would you mind talking to the Vision? I bet he has one.
Will do. Okay, so the book is up there. Let's see. That is the sketchbook. So we have the strike upgrade, both focus upgrades, and the sketchbook. There's a Doctor Strange simulation disc somewhere in here. Which I think is this, right? Turn to current mission, because we do not need to do that right now. Book of the Arcane Mysteries, and the Daredevil action figure. Now let's go talk to Vision, grab the two things, and we'll continue on with the Weasel's thing. And then we'll start. Well, because it's also free experience. We're gonna go back to see if we can go back to Act 1.
You found the book. Thank you. This should help improve my knowledge of the mystical realm.
Do you still have that security
The
module?
one for accessing shield data? Yes, I still have it.
Could you give it to
I
us?
suppose there's no harm in that.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm still sad we missed that one Black Panther
Well, what have we here? Oh, a brand new XJ9 Shield
Jenny?
security module. Sweet. Now I can do some serious hacking.
Enjoy yourself, Weasel.
Do you honestly think
But how
any
did
of
he
you
find
can
us?
hide from a super hacker like me? There is nowhere on Earth you can go that I can't track you down. Actually, Deadpool told me.
Okay, that makes more sense. How did you get in here, though?
Well, I climbed up a drain pipe and crawled in through a window. Then, a plant tried to eat me, and some tentacles tried to drag me into another dimension. Just wait till you get my bill.
Any word on the Imperium?
Nothing new. Far as I know, it's a think tank run by S.H.I.E.L.D. But I'm looking to find out exactly what it is they're thinking about.
And still no idea why Black Widow had information on the Imperium security system?
Well, I bet she's working for the other team. But we'll know more once I hack into S.H.I.E.L.D.'s Black Ops network and get full info on the organization.
Okay. Thanks, Weasel. Go downstairs. Okay. So, because of how easy these will be... I'm thinking. First, change team. Sorry, Doctor Strange. I like ya, but we gotta keep our team how it is. And really, the only thing I'm gonna be changing around would be put
Captain
Cap
America.
there and put Wolverine there. Should probably go with Deadpool for a bit. See if I can get his ultimate suit unlocked. Same with Spider-Man. Gotta get their third suits unlocked. Since Cap's done, Wolverine's done. I think the Thing is done, right? Do we have all? Yeah, we have all the outfits for the Thing. Yeah, Classic is good, so... But then this one is also pretty good. Let him take hits, and he deals damage back at them.
To the mall this time, right?
Probably Miss Marvel will be the next addition to the team on the next level up for that.
Yeah.
Extract. Let's go back to Stark Tower. Yeah, we're going to do the Act 1 and 2 quizzes, and that'll probably be this episode, not gonna lie. Depending on how long they take. But then depending, I could easily just cut it out at the same time. We'll see. The Fantastic Four have their headquarters in the Baxter Building. Peter Parker works as a photographer for the Daily Bugle. Thor has 2 war goats to pull his chariot. They are named Tooth Grinder and Tooth Gnasher. Before becoming radioactive man, Chin Lu was... I think it was a nuclear physicist. S.H.I.E.L.D.'s highest ranking agent is Nick Fury. Captain America was part of World War II. Blade is half vampire. Before turning to a life of crime, Mysterio was a special effects artist. Dr. Doom went to the same college as Reed Richards. What is commonly believed to be Black Widow's previous occupation before becoming a Russian spy? She was a ballerina. Ghost Rider is known as the Spirit of Vengeance. Deadpool joined the X-Weapon program because I think it was it's been the incurable cancer for a while. Who paid Mac Gargan to become the Scorpion? Was that Jameson in the comics? Yeah, Jameson was the one who made the Scorpion in the comics. He paid him, and then because he wanted to prove that that the mask will always turn a person into a villain because there's nothing to hold them accountable. Pim Parkles. Who here was not a member of the Howling Commandos? Jasper Sitwell? Marvel Geek? Answer 15 trivia questions correctly. It's totally not like I have a cheat sheet right next to me. So if I'm unsure, I look for the answer. The Avengers' primarily mode of transportation, it was the Quinjet, right? Yeah, the Quinjet, because that's what we're using right now. Which Inhuman did Johnny Storm date? Not Medusa, I know that one. Crystal. Yes. Iceman is a member of which team? The X-Men. Which superhero is romantically interested in Sue Storm? Namor. What was Dum Dum Dugan before he joined the military? He was a circus strongman. Okay, so yeah, we're just getting all these. What is the name of Tony Stark's building that the team used as headquarters? Stark Tower. Wyatt Wingfoot is a member of what tribe of Native Americans? The Kwiwazi. What was Wolverine's name when he was a horseman of the apocalypse? Death. War makes a lot more sense than death, but Wolverine will be guaranteed to rape your soul. Daredevil and Elektra first met in which school? Columbia. Weasel's real name is Jack Hammer. Jarvis is the butler to Tony Stark. Captain Leonard Mackenzie was the father of Namor. Vision is an android created by Ultron. Fin Fang Foom is an alien from Maklu 4. How many rings of power does the Mandarin possess? 10, because there's one ring for each finger. Spider-Man was talked into creating the Spidey-mobile by the advertising firm of... Okay, I want to say Grib Edwards, because that's a funny name. But no, it's Carter Lombardo. When just a child living in the streets, Storm attempted to pick the pockets of Professor Xavier. That's how he found her. The Thing has how many fingers on both hands, including his thumbs? 8? Yeah, because 2 of his fingers basically fused. Silver Surfer's surfboard is composed of the same material as his body. That's why it becomes like he can go in and out of it so easily, I think. Because that was a thing that happened. He was able to go into his surfboard to go through like a small gap. Nick Fury has a brother who became the villain Scorpio. Miss Marvel has never been known as Rouge or Rogue. College Mr. Fantastic roomed with Victor Von Doom. No, it was Ben Grimm. That's how they met. They were college buddies. Bullseye killed Elektra with... I think she told us this. It was her own sigh. Bucky was Captain America's sidekick. What does the K in MODOK stand for? Killing. Jarvis was at one time a member of, I want to say the Royal Air Force. Yeah. When she worked for Hydra, Spider-Woman's first mission was to kill Nick Fury. Wyatt Ringfoot was the college roommates of Johnny Storm. Weasel has worked closely with Deadpool. Namor's cousin Namorita is a clone. Namor is half Atlantean, half human. Dr. Doom was expelled from college because he caused an explosion with an experiment. The Grey Gargoyle is able to turn his victims to stone with a touch. Atuma believes he is destined to rule Atlantis because it is written in the Atlantean Chronicles. Mandarin lives in the Valley of Spirits, because we just did that quest. Cool. Well, that was all that. Extract. Inner Sanctum. Is this the trivia? Act 2. Let's go. Who is not a member of the Vishanti tier? The Vision is programmed based on the brain patterns of Wonder Man. The other Black Widow is also known as Yelena Belova, I think. That's what was said in a previous conversation. The Sanctum Sanctorum is home of Doctor Strange. Professor Charles Xavier is the founder of the X-Men. Luke Cage's partner in Heroes for Hire, Inc. is Iron Fist. Reed Richards tried many times but failed to revert Ben Grimm back to his human form. Tony Stark created his first armor with a pacemaker to keep his heart beating. Invisible Woman's mother died in a car accident. Who saved Ghost Rider from his deal with Mephisto? That was Roxanne Simpson. Elektra's father was a diplomat. Daredevil's father was killed because he wouldn't throw a boxing match. Actually, I knew this one because of the Netflix show. What villain was resurrected by using a cloned body of Captain America? Really? They have the Falcon as a villain here? Okay. But the Red Skull, because the Red Skull is Captain America's more iconic villain, was woven into Black Panther's suit to absorb attacks. That should be vibranium. Doctor Doom's full name is Victor Von Doom. SHIELD uses a piece of equipment known as the LMD, which stands for the Life Model Decoy. Wong is Doctor Strange's. He said assistant, so I'm gonna say student because that's the closest. Nightcrawler's real name, I think, is Kurt Wagner? Yeah. Miss Marvel became the superhero binary after being experimented on by the Brood. Nick Fury's middle name is Joseph. How did Rhino get the super strong suit he wears? He was part of an Eastern Bloc experiment. Where does Arcade trap his victims? Murder World. Damn it. I'm gonna be going back through these whenever to get to that question because I'm gonna get them all. The Sanctum Sanctorum is located at 177A Bleecker Street. The Ancient One is the teacher of Doctor Strange. Nightcrawler's mother is Mystique. Clea is from the Dark Dimension. Spider-Man's real name is Peter Parker. Storm she is very claustrophobic. Before he became the Thing, Ben Grimm was a ancient, no, leader of the Yancey Street Gang, because that feels like the most out of place. Hank Pym has not worked under which name? He has not worked under the name Big Man. Professor Xavier was unable to walk after suffering a spinal injury during a battle with an alien named Lucifer. Wong's father was named Hamir. Mephisto considers Blackheart to be his son. Two arcade assistants are named Miss Locke and Mr. Sinister. Oh. I'm going to come back to that one later. When she uses too much power, Jean Grey can potentially become the Phoenix. Clea is close friends with Doctor Strange. Daredevil first wore a mask when he attempted to save Elektra and her father. The Human Torch uniform is never damaged by flames because it's made of unstable molecules. I think that's what that was the explanation they gave in the live action movie, the original live action movie, not the one that came out with Pedro Pascal. Doctor Strange originally sought out the Ancient One. Is this the damaged hands? Yes. Okay. Has it always been damaged? I think there was like one instance where like he had like a different reason. His hands worked perfectly fine in one comic iteration, if I remember correctly. But one of Peter Parker's worst enemies in high school was Flash Thompson. I know that one. Thor was once turned into what animal by Loki? I think it was a frog. The Shocker suit does what? It deflects physical blows with vibrational. Yeah, okay, this one. Doctor Doom wears a face mask because his face is scarred, but this is very misleading. Okay, so Doctor Doom is a very prideful person, and he's so prideful. He got like I think it was from the explosion that he got kicked out of college for, like the explosion that he caused. It made a small scar on his nose, like a very minute scar. But because he was no longer perfect, he wears the mask because he finds himself hideous because of it. The man was super prideful. The parents of Professor Xavier are Sharon and Brian Xavier. Margali Sardos is the gypsy who raised Nightcrawler. Who was not a Herald of Galactus? Silver Surfer was. Terrax was. I want to say Airwalker was, so Hurricane. How did Spider-Woman get her powers from Spider-Man? I don't know. I don't know, think it's Doctor Doom. I don't think it was Kree Experiment. There have been Spider-Man heroes that have gotten their powers from the blood transfusion, but I don't think Spider-Woman's one of them. At least this iteration of her is. Mariko Yashida was engaged to marry. I think this is Wolverine. Mariko Sharida. Jean Grey's powers activate early in her life when she witnessed. She only met Wolverine after she went to Xavier's school. I want to say this one. Yeah. Doctor Doom attempted to get to Mephisto's realm for many years because I think it had to do with his mother. Yeah, held her spirit prisoner. Okay. So I'm gonna cut back to whenever I get to the two questions I got wrong. So 1 second, guys. So I got to the arcade one. And it looks like if you get the question wrong, you miss out on that experience. So, boo. Alright. Shall we? Let's see, objectives. Because of how much, because I'm looking at the list of collectibles for Murder World. Yeah, there's 2 focus upgrades, 3 strike upgrades, 3 sketchbooks, 3 body upgrades, 3 simulation discs, a skill point, and 2 action figures. So I think this one was just going to be the trivias. We got ourselves situated in the Sanctorum. So we're going to end off this episode here. It's short relatively to the other episodes. But when we get to Act 3, we're only going to do the Act 3, same with Act 4 and Act 5. We're just going to do the trivias there. Or when we get to them. Honestly, I probably should just save them for the end of the of each act. Yeah, I'll do that. Save them to be at the end of the act whenever I go through the heroes. If I do the comic missions again at the end of each act. We'll see. But yeah, with that, we're going off right here. Like, comment, sub, do all that good YouTube stuff. And next episode, we're going to do Murder World. So yeah, peace.